Hey, this is Phil from SkiTalk.com. We are here, Christoph Lentz, at the Fischer room at WSM talking about new 2025-26 gear. And we're going to be focusing on your boot collection for this coming season. Now, Christoph, what is your title with Fischer?
I am the global product manager for everything alpine and touring ski boots. And I've been living in Austria for the last 6 years, originally from Park City, Utah, but made the jump over the pond, and I'm trying to give a little North American influence in the Euro world over there.
And you've done a great job. And again, we've been in and out of the Fischer boots the past couple of years. I've got the BOA now with the ZipFit liner, which really is one of the best values out there in the industry. Now, for this coming year, though, you're concentrating a lot on updating your liners in your boots. And you've got a multitude of different liner offerings along with a couple of boots. But let's start with the liners.
Yeah. We've got, including the rental boots, we've got 8 new constructions.
Wow.
So we'll focus in on kind of, we don't have the rental liners on the table here, but starting at the top, we've got the new ZipFit, the RC4 ZipFit. Made in Italy, is a true ZipFit. It's based on a Gara LV spec, but there's some unique elements that make it a Fischer ZipFit. This boot is found in the Pro models, so we've got 4 models this year that feature this liner.
Wow, okay.
It's similar to what we've had in the past. Everything great about a ZipFit. You've got the adjustable cork ports on the ankle pouches. You've got the adjustable cork port in the tongue, as you know. We're using the Fischer Speed Lock lace
system. Which is one of the things that differentiate you from the regular ZipFits.
Yep, we're using some Fischer materials, a little bit of Fischer co-branding. What's new this year, we're using a microfiber on the side panels. Past seasons, we've had a PVC material here. Our goal with the Fischer ZipFit relative to the original ZipFits was to make ones that bed in a little bit quicker, that are maybe a little bit softer, that give you a little bit of a better first fit, as we were offering it out of the box and the only brand to do so. But we did make an update here to the color as well. We saw that the white was getting a little bit dirty quickly, so we made it black. And we changed to a microfiber, which just gives us a little more robustness. It's a little more resistant, but same great fit, same great performance. What we've got on the Fischer ZipFit as well, which is unique to it, is we've got this different Velcro, which lets us put a calf volume reducer on it. I'm going to step out of screen real quick and grab one.
While he does that, what some people don't realize too is that Fischer's ZipFit liner is available as a standalone liner. So check with your local ski shop and your local boot fitter that they very well could have this liner in stock. And Greg Whitehouse is over there waving his hand. So if you are in that California Bay Area, go see Greg and his team at California Ski Company. A bit of a plug of them.
Yes. The Fischer RC4 ZipFit comes out of the box with a Velcro spoiler on the back, can be easily removed. But what you've got in your hands is the calf volume reducer, which will fit around the entire liner here. So it'll give you that forward lean adjustment, but it'll also reduce the volume around the whole cuff. We know that the ZipFits are a little bit low volume in that upper area. So for guys like me that have a real chicken leg,
I'm the same way.
We've got this, which is an add-on bit. We've got that as a spare part, can be trimmed to different sizes. But that's a nice little
I didn't know this existed. I mean, I've got a chicken leg, so I need one of these. Brian, I need one of these. But no, in all seriousness, that is really good as far as accommodating that volume in that area. And also, quite frankly, you can even, depending on what you want to use, just spoil in the back and maybe even some Velcro here that just to take up and to isolate your spots. So, I mean, there's a tremendous amount of flexibility and versatility with this. So, I mean, that's really cool at your top end of a liner.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I think it's caught fire on the market the last couple years. People thought we were crazy for bringing a boot over $1,000 MSRP. But I think the people that get it know that you're getting uncompromising performance in an awesome chassis. And we saw a lot of them out up at Bright in the last couple of days. Also including in the Mango boot, which is a little more of the freestyle version. We've got that one here also with the same RC4 ZipFit.
Or for your Laker fans, or Steven, who is an LSU fan.
Exactly, yeah.
So, but no, coming down to the rest of our collection of boots, you have a lot going on. And what people don't realize sometimes is there's obviously a lot of cost in the molding of a shell, the setting that mold, but the liners are all hand built. So the amount of work that goes into a liner is very costly in a boot.
Absolutely. It's by far and away the most expensive part of the whole boot.
Right.
Once we've got the molds are expensive, but the actual cost to inject it, the rest of the components, even the BOA is expensive, but it's nowhere near as expensive as the liner. For us, for the past 3 years, there's been an entire project running on liner development. We've had, if I compare it to a car, we've had a really good chassis. But the seat, everything that makes the feel great has had some room to grow. So we've been focusing on that. We've got a range, setting the ZipFit aside, we've got a range here of the vacuum fit liners. So the vacuum fit being a Fischer asset over the years, but we've really leaned into it with this new collection. I'll start with the top two liners here. So this is the women's version, and this is the men's version, but we're calling this the Vacuum Fit Plus. It's got a completely seamless heel construction. We've got these lay flat seams on the side. It's got a HF pressed collar. So we wanted to increase the visual appeal, the haptic appeal, and the first fit. So these liners fit completely different to previous liners out of the box. We want to give you that firm, snug handshake fit, and give you a liner that'll last you for many ski days, multiple seasons. And so, yeah, I think we've accomplished that here. We've got layers of, across all of them, all of our vacuum fit liners have a layer of PP plastic underneath the ankle area. It helps give us this pre-shaped look, but it also makes them completely thermoformable. 80 degrees for 10 minutes in the oven, you can get a pretty significant adjustment to the fit. We brought back on those top liners the removable tongue. So that was something that we had gone away from, but we brought it back. It's an important fit adjustment, and we've listened to the market there. And then I'll focus in on the tongue, because what we did, and also part of the construction of this collar, was to make something that lays up flat and that you don't have any negative space between the shell, the cuff, and the liner. That's where all your power, your control comes from, and so we want to make sure that's as tight as possible.
I'll tell you what I immediately noticed on this is when you do have prominent medial and lateral ankle bone pockets on this for the liner, so that's going to sit in nicely. And the other thing that I noticed here that I've had some problems with some liners in the past is pressure on my styloid or my navicular bone and hitting where the seam is. But you took that into consideration when you designed this and having these compass those areas, so those sensitive areas aren't compromised with seams.
Exactly right. I think speaking about sensitive areas, looking at the tongue here, we redid the entire injected tongue mold. So we focused on how it sits on the shin bone. So these are completely asymmetric. We've opened up this instep area. I've got a big old instep bump from my Lang days still. And so we opened this up and made that much more pressure relieving across the instep. We've added this center spine that really helps give us a direct power transfer. And then with the padding, we've gone asymmetric so that it really sits on the shin bone. No more needing to adjust your tongue back and forth to get it to sit properly. That'll sit in place and give you all day comfort. In terms of performance, you'll see the D3O, which I think many of your listeners will know from the protection area. On the top two liners, the Vacuum Fit Pluses, we've built in the D3O, so that goes from the top of the tongue all the way down to the instep area. It's a 3 or 4 millimeter sheet of this D3O non-Newtonian material. And what that does is it helps distribute the pressure. So as you're pushing against the front of it, it expands the pressure and makes sure you're not getting these local shin bang areas. So it's adding performance and comfort. It's still soft to the touch, and you do have a layer of foam up against your shin, so you're not directly up against that D3O. And the second benefit is because it spans the length of the tongue. As you start to bend the boot, bend the tongue, it'll stiffen up. And
as you drive it harder, it
exactly
gives you that more rebound that you like.
Exactly. So we've got that in these top vacuum fit plus liners. If we look to the next, and I guess I'll point out that these are featured, the men's liner is in the 130 and the 120. So there's no reason to be afraid of a 120 boot. You're not getting skimped on the liner. You're still getting the best Fischer liner we have. And on the women's side, we've got it in the 105 flex. The next two liners we'll talk about are the vacuum fit liners, which feature the same tongue construction. We just don't have the D3O. We don't have the windows open, but everything about the pressure relieving spots, the center spine, the way it closes up, removes negative space, and generally the padding, the foam has also been included in this construction.
A little more, the neoprene in the toe box comes back a little bit further to help accommodate the toes area.
Exactly. And we find this one in our 110 flex models and below. On the women's side, we listened to a large panel of women, change some of the colors, lighter colors, make the liner look a little bit friendlier, a little bit lighter. And we're working with some haptically pleasing materials. It's nice to the touch. A little fur goes a long way. And I think the end effect, when you look at the 95 flex boots, is a really slick, subtle boot that's really been catching a lot of attention. No reason not to buy, won't clash with your whole ski outfit, is really, really universal. So we've seen great reception on this.
And the women are much smarter. They're not concerned about matching as much as the guys. The guys are peacocks. They want everything to match.
You nailed it, peacocks.
Yes. Where women, they just want comfort. They're smart.
Yeah.
I mean, guys will match a boot to a ski. Women will match a ski to a boot.
Correct.
And the other thing I did notice with this too, is look how prominent the ankle pocket is in this, how it just holds you back in that pocket. So when you're driving into that ski, you've got good containment, because that's where the energy that we put to the ski comes through, is that back half of the boot. I mean, the front half is pretty much along for the ride, but even as a mid-level performance boot liner, you're getting a lot of performance out of this. So there's not a compromise there. So, I mean, this whole liner collection, I mean, you put a lot of effort and time into this. And again, as we said earlier, this is the most expensive part of building the boot, is that line, because they're all hand stitched and the work that goes into it. But you've got liners pretty much through that whole progression of your collection. I mean, this is really good. Tremendous liners, tremendous value in Fischer boots. So definitely, if you're in the need of new boots in this coming year, you got to have Fischer on your short list, and they've got to fit pretty much from everybody, from that top level performance, and obviously you've got World Cup level boots too. And the other thing that you do have in your line is you do also offer a true 21 in your boots.
We do. Our Podium LT boots come in a true 21. And it's something we're always monitoring. The RC4 range on the table in front of us starts at a 22 right now. But we do have that option up to a 110 flex in the Podium LT.
Yep. So for that woman, that strong woman skier that does have that tiny little foot, definitely Fischer does have that as an option. You saw my article recently as far as demise of the 21.5. The Fischer boots are referencing that they still are offering them. So, but if you a woman out there with that small foot, you've got to take a look at Fischer. Talk to your Fischer dealer, because they should have the stock. If not, they should be able to get that boot in for you. Thanks a ton, Christoph. It was a lot of fun.
Pleasure, Phil.
It's fun talking about boots, because in the end, skiing is fun.
Yeah. Hi everybody, Deb Armstrong here, and remember, skiing is fun!
If you enjoyed this informative video, hit that bell, subscribe so that you'll stay up to date on the new videos, and check out SkiTalk.com for more ski-related content. Also, please follow SkiTalk.com on all of your social media. No shark attacks were encountered during the production of this video.